Hi everyone, extremely happy to see you here in my channel, and today I want to discuss with you the cost of living here in Porto, Portugal. I really hope this video will be important and useful for someone who is considering Portugal as their destination point and want to live here, want to assimilate in here, and just I believe those little things that are like cost of living, some cultural things, taxes, really distinguish one country from another. So it's like some things that is important to consider before you move into here. So let's get into it. Before we dive into some spendings that I have prepared for you, I want to talk about my family composition, my income level, and also state the average income level here in Porto, Portugal. So the average salary is 900 euros for Portugal.
What?
This is one of the lowest base in the EU, I guess. If you want to come in here and search for the job and dive into the labor market here in Portugal, you need to understand that the base salaries here are much less than in some nearby countries like Spain, France. You know, this is like one of the poorest countries in the EU, and you just need to understand this if you want to work in here. I work as a contractor for the US-based company. I'm not an employee, so I invoice my clients every month and they pay me my salary as per contract. So I'm like a digital nomad in Portugal right now. My income level is 4,500 euros per month. Plus I have the salary of my husband that is a little bit higher than mine. And we both have the private entrepreneur registered in here and we pay taxes. So if you are interested in the taxes and the taxation system here in Portugal,
Hell no.
I can definitely record another video for you to explain how it works, how much do we pay, and like show the breakdown, because it's like really confusing system because they have the progressive percent of the taxation for your income. So you just really need to understand how it works. Regarding our family composition, I live with my husband and my dog. We do not have any children, so it's a little bit cheaper than for other families. All right, so let's start with the first category, which is housing. And here I want to talk about apartments, parking, utilities, and everything about the housing. So we rent one-room apartment, 60 square meters with a balcony in Vila Nova de Gaia. This is the nearby city, very close to Porto, maybe like 10 minutes by car, but it is not Porto. So the price for my apartment is a little bit lower than the similar apartment in Porto. We also have a new building from 2024. I got this flat fully furnished. So we have two contracts. One contract is about renting the space, and second contract is about renting the furniture that was in here. So I pay for the renting the space 900 euros per month, and for renting the furniture 350 euros per month. So combining, I pay 1,250 euros per month. So it's included in this price the parking lot and the storage room, which is also a great benefit. So I believe we were very happy to get this flat. It was amazing. I really recommend you to look into Idealista website. This is like a very big housing website for Spain and Portugal. If you want to look for the apartment, you can go in there and filter all your requests and just find the perfect flat for you. And if you want to rent a good apartment, one-bedroom apartment in Porto, the price will be starting from 1,100 euros and higher. And if you're considering to rent some three-bedroom apartment, for example, you should be expecting something from 1,600-1,700 euros. It really depends on the many factors, but generally and roughly you should, expect some of those prices. All right, let's go next. Next in the housing, I want to share with you the utilities. So we have water, electricity, and internet, plus our SIM cards that we're using, like mobile cards. So for the water, roughly like in average, we pay 40 euros per month. Plus for electricity, we pay from 70 to 120 euros per month. Depends on the month. For example, last month was the most expensive for us. It's because we had the storm and it was super cold and the humidity level was like crazy, so we really needed to run our dehumidifier every single day. Plus we have AC's system that also had to be running every single day because we really needed to dry out the place because we have a mold in here. Yeah, it's also a very important factor that Portugal super generous with molds in the house. You need to dry out your place every single day. And regarding internet and our 2 SIM cards, around 70 euros a month. The next category is health. So for this category, we have every month spending is the medical insurance. I pay for the medical insurance 60 euros per month, and my husband is paying also around 70 euros per month. This insurance is helping us a lot because we can go to the private hospital and just book an appointment this day or for the tomorrow. Also, we can use 24/7 emergency. And the cost is going to be reduced by 70 up to 80% with this insurance. If you do not have an insurance, you should expect around 80 euros for just a consultation. But if you have the insurance, you are going to pay 21 euro for the consultation. Last month I had the medical checkup, so for all the labs I paid 15 euros, and for the ultrasound I paid 21 euros, which is also like a great discount. Let's go to the pet category. We have a toy poodle Brie. She's 3 years old, 3.5 years old. She is really tiny dog, but she's super demanding and very high maintenance. So I also have an insurance for Brie, medical insurance for 26 euros a month. Plus we have grooming sessions every month for 40 euros because you should really take care of this breed because she doesn't have the fur, she has the human hair, and that's why they can be very tingly and you really need to wash them and brush them out. So it's like a very good chunk of work that I cannot physically do because I'm not really good in it. So I just outsource this for the groomer. And also some food and toys, around 70 euros a month, but it's like a good month, can be even like 20 or 30 euros, depending on how much do we spend on some, things just to make Brie happy. Groceries. Before I say the price, I really want to emphasize that the quality of food, of products here, and is like, wow, really. I didn't expect to have that great bananas and like the fruits, the berries, the meat, the seafood, the fish. Everything is so tasty and delicious. Even if it's like February right now, I just bought strawberries, and strawberries were magnificent. They were so tasty, so delicious. They were like, my mouth is watering right now because I just reflect on what I've eaten 2 hours ago. And I'm like, oh my God, I need them right now again. And we pay around 700 euros for 2 of us a month, and we primarily cook at home. So let me just give you some examples of the prices. So the chicken fillet here is 8 to 9 euros per kilogram. Bread is 3 to 4 euros per kilogram. Eggs are roughly 4 euros, a little bit less. And bananas are 2 euros per kilogram. The prices are quite reasonable. They're not too high. They're perfectly normal. Public transport. If you live in Porto near metro, you are safe because metro system is really great. It's on time, it's very predictable. However, if you live in some districts without metro coverage, the only way for you to use the public transport is the bus. But the buses are super annoying. They are never on time, so if you plan your trip, it's never going to be on time. It's pissing me off every single time. So I just get a taxi because taxi here is super affordable. And for me, since I live in Villanova de Gaia and I do not have a metro in here, I constantly use taxis. I never use buses. Again, if we step back and if you live near metro, you need to register Andante card. This is the monthly pass for you for all the transports that you top up every month for 40 euros and use unlimited trips. You can definitely buy the one trip ticket in the metro for €1.40. And regarding taxis, here you can travel for 5 to 8 euros in the city and even go to Villanova de Gaia. For example, from me to the Porto center is like 4 to 8 euros. So taxi to the airport is 18 kilometers, around 12 to 15 euros. So yeah, for me, it's perfectly okay to get a taxi every single time when I need to go somewhere. Going out, restaurants, cafes, bars, for us is around 200 euros per month because we are not actively visiting some places. We are eating primarily at home. However, sometimes, like 2 times a week, we can go for the brunch or to the restaurant or to bar and just get a little bit of chill. So let me give you some examples of the prices. Brunch for 2 can be around 40 to 50 euros if you get a drink, a dish and a dessert. Dinner for 2 with drinks and desserts, 60 to 70 euros in general. And breakfasts are around 30 euros for 2. For my coffee lovers, cappuccino is around 3 euros 50 cents. Flat white is around 4 euros here. Matcha latte, 4 euros 50 cents in average. All right, this is everything that I had for you for this video. If you want to know about some of the other categories or if you're interested in some of the other topics about living here in Porto, please let me know. I will be super happy to record some of the videos, more videos for you about life here because I adore Portugal and I really want you to know it better and come here as well. Thank you for being with me and please subscribe to my channel. Press the button down below, hit likes and comment because it really helps my channel to grow and helps other people to get this video in their recommendations. See you and have a good day. Bye bye.